checking it around.
Just chucking around. Chucking around. Just chucking around.
And we are back. Welcome back to another episode of Just Chucking Around. I'm your host, Mr. Chuck Houston, and we got a hell of a show for y'all today, man. We got a little late start today. Little age problems going on. We getting up in age, and we eating fiber lately, So things is running through us this evening, and we've had a mutual problem. So apparently we've all experienced the same thing today, man. But anyway, my week has been great. I'm settling into my new digs, as y'all can see. I don't know if y'all can see behind me or whatnot. So I'm settling in, man, and just trying to get it together, man. So welcome back to another episode of Just Chucking Around. I got to bring in the producer of the year, my main man, Mr. Blame, the comic. Come on in here, my boy.
Hey, what's happening? I'm here. I'm getting A-Rap money. Hey, listen, what's happening, man? I'm out here chilling, man. You know what I mean? Feeling real legendary. You feel what I'm saying?
Already.
Yeah, man, ain't too much going on, man. Just, taking it slow. Glad to be back for 2 weeks consecutively since our hiatus. You know what I'm saying? Had a show in Missouri City last week at the Honeybee Lounge, or Honeybee Studio, should I say. It's a great time meeting my man Grossman and Lady Rico. So it was cool, man. And just life, man. Just finished cutting the grass today. When I'm bored, I go fishing up and down the creek. Right here by the house, or the bayou, whatever you want to call it. Catch me a couple of bass, a few sunfish. You know what I mean? Just relax. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, man. Another day, man. We're keeping it moving, keeping it pushing.
Yeah, you eating them fish or you throwing? They catch and release.
No, I'm a professional, man. I catch and release right now. Wait for
out the ditch.
I'm just practicing in case the pandemic get a little stronger. I got my survival skills on deck, man. I'm gonna go get me some fish some bass up out the bayou, man. And hey, it is what it is. I got to survive. I got to have that protein.
Gotta have it, man. Well, welcome back to, like you say, to us 2 consecutive weeks after we've been out for 3. Shout out to my cousin out there. He just commented on us. Shout out to my cousin Justin Jackson, faithful watcher of the show, man. So let's get on to the next guy, man. We gotta bring in our boy, man, the co-host of the year. We gotta bring him in. Come on in here. Pimp Game Shane, the man with all the game.
Hey, all you motor scooters, what's going down? Verone. Good to be back. Like that boy said, consecutively. I've been practicing on my big words. One of my big words, man, I've been using this week is behoove. It behooves me how stupid you niggas are.
I don't know if you used it like that, but okay.
I that's how I use it. Look, I'm using big words for dummies. Like I'm at the beginning stages. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make myself appear smarter than I really am.
Yeah.
What's going down, guys?
It's good to see you, man. I just saw you last night in person for the first time in a long time, man. And we had a few drinks together.
Smashing time. Smashing with my brother.
Yeah, some things have been forgotten since last night.
I almost forgot I saw you. If you didn't have that shirt on, boy, I would have never knew. Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Guys. Yeah, man, I had a good time last night. I got so smashed, I slept about 30 minutes in my car. You know what I'm saying? I know I dipped on you. I know I dipped on your ass.
The nigga was gone.
Yeah, that's how I move, man. Like in the club, I'm like a ninja, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You might not see me come in and you might not see me leave. You know I'm there.
Yeah.
But the coming and going part, you ain't gonna see. I snuck out
I
on
know
your
you
ass.
was there.
Hey, oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
we
you
had
know
a
I
few
was
drinks, man. Yeah, it was all right. It was good to have a little camaraderie with you in person, man.
yes, sir. You know, if I wasn't going out of town tomorrow, man, I was sure to get out again tonight. I had a funky good time last night, bro.
Oh yeah, man, it was great. It was great. Actually, it was a chick in there last night. She was mad. She had a mask on. She was all masked up and shit. I don't know if you remember this part. She had a mask on, man, and I was like, "Hey, y'all see you all masked up. You taking extra precautions. You must have the vaccine." Motherfucking vaccine.
Hey, hey, Chuck, I was gonna
Yeah.
stop you. I was gonna stop you, but
Hey, I was
that
just being nosy.
nigga said you must got the vaccine.
You in here with a mask on? Shit, and I started to tell her, bitch, well, take the mask off and go raw, ho.
Go raw, bitch.
Go raw, since your punk ass don't want the vaccine. Raw this motherfucker out, ho.
Always
Anyway, man.
always.
Yeah, but a good time was had by all last night, man. So, welcome back to another episode of Just Chucking Around, man. We got to bring in our cleanup hitter, man. The cleanup hitter of the year, Mr. Cigarillo, Ryan Martell.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, brother? What's going
What's
down?
happening, man?
What you checking around? Good to see y'all, man. How's everything
Neon. That boy said neon as your skin.
Yeah, Neon Dion.
going? Yeah. Shout out to Blame. Shout out to Chuck. Shout out to my cousin, Pimp Game Shane.
Whoa
Yeah.
there. Whoa there.
Going down, man. We gonna get into it or what?
Let's get into it, man. Let's see where we're gonna start at, man. We're gonna start with H-Town. First of all, this is the H-Town kind of theme show. So we're gonna start with the Houston Astros. We gotta shout the Astros out for being back in the playoffs and for winning the first game of the NLCS today, 6-1, kicking the White Sox in
You
the
feel
ass
me? You feel
already.
me?
So, shout out to the Astros, man. I just want everybody to know out there, I'm an Astros friend. I'm a real Astros fan. I got to wear this shirt 2 days in a row. So let me.
And you wore it 2 days. And you wore it for more than 2 days.
Let me go to Pimp
Shout out to
Game
Mattress Mac.
Yeah, shout out to Mattress Mac, man. Shout out to Mattress Mac for handing me my shirt after I bought my couch, man. Appreciate you,
on, baby.
And he threw the first pitch out
with
today.
the couch.
Yeah, Mattress Mac threw the first pitch out today, so shout out to Mattress Mac, man. Pimp Game Shane, shout the Astros out, bro.
Hey man, you know, last year I was at the Astros. Now, the year when they won, when they said they was hopped up on them drugs, I was at the stadium, bro. We was in there so fucked up. We was smashed in that boy, and them boys won in that boy. We was seeing them boys rock them hoes from the stand. It's different, like on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it on TV, you like, damn, that boy hit a home run. But then you see that whole live, you hear that nigga rock that bitch. Wow.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, Tube was the shit, boy. I didn't know he was on the drugs, man. I ain't know. Allegedly.
That's when they had the bang in the trash can. That's when they was stealing signs or whatever. That's what that was all about. But fuck them, we won.
Let me tell you something. Shout out to H-Town. You know I'm a H-Town fan regardless. Like, you know, I really I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, but you know when the Texans are playing, you know I'm gonna always go for the home team.
Correct.
But, nigga. Rockets, Astros,
all H-Town all the time.
All H-Town. All H-Town.
Dynamo.
Everything. Look, what's our soccer team?
Yeah,
well, I'm down
Dynamo.
with them boys too.
The
I'm
orange
down with all the boy. What?
The girl soccer team is the Dash. No, the Dash.
I'm down with them too. I'm down with all that shit. Anything H-Town, I'm with it.
What's the hockey team? What's the hockey team?
That was the Arrows. They go.
The Arrows. I'm down with them boys. I'm down with
them Arrows,
little league football team. I don't give a fuck. Look, I'm down with all that shit. But yeah, shout out to the Astros to make it. Hey, look, nigga, what the Rockets gonna do?
Hey, they look like they put a good little young squad together, man. It's gonna take them a couple of years to gel, but they got some nice
We need
talent.
fresh legs, baby. We need fresh legs.
Hey, just
man.
don't get no insurance scam going on
Hey.
with them.
And we need. Well, fuck you. We need some tough dudes. We need some tough dudes, man. We need some tough dudes.
Already. Blame the comic, man. Shout out to Astros, man.
Man, first of all, just like Pimp Game say, man, I'm home team, H-Time, whatever it is. And if it ain't H-Time, it's Texas, from Dallas to San Antonio, whatever it is.
All the way.
Already.
All the
I'm
way.
always down for any money coming into the city that potentially can sprinkle down my way. You understand what I'm saying?
Roger that. Roger
You
that.
know, and I don't know what they got going on. I think Carlos Correa, he a free agent now. That's what they were saying. I don't know if the boy's gonna keep that boy, if he gonna go wherever the money at, but you know what I mean? I say why break up the dynasty now? You know what I mean? If you gotta get the man what he want, man, and keep it pushing so we can be, we can be a juggernaut in this baseball game, man. They gave that boy a round of applause, a standing ovation for his last game the other day. I saw on the news, and So, I'm saying, hey, if it ain't broke, man, don't fix it, man. Try to work it out, try to come up with something.
Yeah.
But, that's just my thoughts on it, man. But, go H-Town. Hopefully it ain't no scandal behind none of this. At the end of the day, they can win it fair and square and still claim it. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, H-Town all the way, man.
All the way.
Okay. Well, look here. I'm glad you said that about Correa, because there's a young guy that plays shortstop that played for the minor league team, and he waiting to come up. So that's why they really ain't signed Correa now. His last name is Pena, but he a shortstop. He a beast down there in the minor leagues, and the only reason he ain't up here is because ain't nowhere to put him. So they might let Correa walk, man. I'm just saying. I'm just giving y'all you heard it here first.
Yeah, just to make room for a nigga.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
They gonna say jalapeno.
That was a good one.
Oh, Sharp. You are sharp.
Go ahead,
you on this shit tonight, boy.
Out the strong
that jalapeno.
I'm gonna keep this short you know what I'm saying, because I'm short. So I got 3 words for you. Altuve, and that's it.
Already.
Okay.
Yeah. The little man with the big stick. I said stick.
I've heard that before.
Yeah. That's what they call him. I'm just saying. That's what they call him.
Yeah, that's what they call me too. So we got something in common. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Altuve. We're gonna sip tequila. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, Chuck. I know you got it. Over there. You over there with it.
Right here.
All right, so let's take a shot for the Astros. Cheers.
Astros.
To the boys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout for the Astros.
Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys too. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys.
Shout out to the Cowboys. Bye. You see them busting heads. Bye. You see them out there busting heads. Bye.
They look good. I can't lie. They look good. I'm not gonna sit up here and hate on the Cowboys. So shout out to all the Cowboys fans. Y'all, I hope y'all have a really good season. I'm not against y'all. I just don't want y'all to fall apart if the bottom.
Hey, stop there before you want to double your viewership. Yeah. Go on, stop there.
Calm down, bro. Stop right there. Everybody freeze.
Okay, we gonna stick with H-Town, man. We gotta shout the boy out, Toby Nwigwe. I hope that's how I'm not butchering his fucking name.
That boy name.
Yes, you are.
Shout out to Toby. Shout out to Toby. Well,
you named Toby.
Just call him Toby, like the white folks.
You said it good though. You said it good, but everybody know who Toby is now.
Yeah. So he represented for H-Town at the BET Awards. For the people out there that don't know who Toby is, he always wear the mint green and his whole group with him. They always wear the mint green, and they like had this whole act that they put together, and everybody got their move, and everybody need to be where they supposed to be to make everything look good. He got the green grill. Toby, this he represents for H-Town for real. He represents for the Southwest side. Definitely, he do that all the time. But I think it's 8 Leaf is where he is
the
from.
SWAT. Yeah, from the SWAT.
So, shout out to Toby, man, for sticking with it, man. Because when I first saw this cat, I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? And why he wearing lime green? This nigga look like a Wrigley's pyramid pack. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but the nigga, he stuck with it, and you know he got a bunch of big names that he do songs with, and you know he stuck with it and he grinded it out. So shout out to Toby. I'm gonna go to Pimp Game Shane first, since you in the rap game. I'm pretty sure you know who Toby is.
Yeah, I first seen him on Instagram. He used to be on there, like him and his chick would be on there braiding his hair, and he would be rapping, like he would be doing like a little freestyle session, and then she would be singing like the hooks for him, and that shit was dope as fuck. And they would do that shit like every week, like every time he get his hair braided, that would be their little gimmick, you know what I'm saying? And they would, and that's how they kind of blew up. But shit, the niggas live as fuck though.
Yeah.
And then he, you know, he's like a conscious rapper, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, like, you know, I don't want to put that nigga in a box or nothing like that, because he can really get out there. He gets on.
Oh down. Yeah.
But like he got a lot of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He be spitting. He put a lot of that shit into his act, which you don't see nowadays, because now a lot of the rap is kind of watered down and dumbed down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's probably one of the original cats that can come out there and just throw out some shit like Common or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I want to say that he's like a 2021 Common.
Yeah, he conscious. He's a conscious rapper.
Yeah, he's a conscious rapper. But I mean, I like him. I mean, he's original. You know what I'm saying? I like his concept and shit like that. And then the fact that he from A-Leaf, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with him even more. Like I said, I'm H-Town everything. Like, nigga, especially when we in the spotlight, we H-Town everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm happy to hit. Like, when I see people on game shows and they from Houston, I be like, yeah, I'm rooting for them automatically.
Whenever I hear Houston, I'm going crazy.
Yeah. If you from H-Town, I'm already for you. It don't even fucking matter. If you say anywhere, even if you from motherfucking, if you from goddamn Pasadena.
Yeah, anywhere.
If you from Pasadena,
Dina.
If you from Pasadena, Baytown, you know, I'm still rocking with you. We still out H-Town.
Yeah, anywhere.
All that shit, I'm still with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything H-Town I believe in, I'm gonna get behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna constantly, every time we out here on a public setting, I'm gonna say something about Houston.
Right.
Every time. That's
blame
how
the
Toby keep getting your shit.
Well, let me say this, man. I want to, you know, piggyback on what Pimp Gang was saying once again. You know what I mean? Riding with the H-Town team, man. I remember us being back when Ali was hosting shows at the Horn. Not only did he rap, he did poetry too. So he was kind of, you know, on both of those sides of the fence as well. And he was always dope. We would be doing comedy and he would come up there and either rap or, you know, do a poetry piece or something like that. And I got to give it to him, man. I like that he got his own sound. He got his own voice. He got his own branding about himself with his colors, all that great stuff. I like that he's almost, you know, he has a diverse cast of people from the one white boy that he got in now to the, you know what I mean, the mingling with the celebrities for as Erykah Badu. And I saw that he posted on his Instagram that, you know, I think in 2022 he got a small role in the next Transformers movie that's supposed to be coming out. So the dude doing real big things, man.
I didn't know that part.
And when I saw him, he was like, I think he was in the dressing room or in the fitting room when they was getting stuff ready. He said he couldn't go too much into details and stuff like that. So to see somebody actually, you know, make it that I was in close proximity with, you know what I mean? And know, you know, it still gives hope to the underdog like myself that know that what I mean. You still got people out here pushing, man, and you never know where your blessings gonna come from. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? And that ain't to say, but I'm unplugged, so I didn't actually see the BET Hip Hop Awards, but I heard people talking about it, and I actually saw the performance on his page from the Hip Hop Awards, so I got to see it after the fact. But yeah, man, shout out to H-Time, man. Keep putting the city on the map, man, because I think we really are underdeserved coast. You know what I mean? Being the third coast. So,
Right.
It's good to have us back on the map because we ain't really did since the big push of, that big push with Mike Jones and all them guys that came through, and you know what I mean? Now we got Megan Thee Stallion, we got Lizzo, so hey, man, we getting some attention down here, man.
And you know what? Let me say this too. I want to say this just one time. And like people don't understand. I want to say shout out to Screw. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Screw, he brought a lot of light to Houston. You know what I'm saying? Whether people want to say it or not, like he pulled a spotlight from people like E40 and like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these people, he brought them here just to do, to experience that Screw culture that, you know what I'm saying? Sip and drink and that, he turned a lot of people on. Like, Spice One used to be out here a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like E40 would be out here, like, and he would turn us on to like West Coast rap that we never heard before. You know what I'm saying?
Above the law, nigga. I didn't know nothing about above the law.
Above the law was my shit.
Above the law. Above the law. You know what I'm saying? Like Screw turned everybody on in Houston.
Yeah.
He turned everybody on to like Black Superman was like nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
What the fuck that was?
We didn't know. And just like you said, we wasn't getting a lot of shine since Scarface. You know what I'm saying? Like after Scarface shined on us, it was like that light died down on us and shit like that. Mike Jones kind of brought us back, and Michael Watts, shout out to Michael Watts for he kind of gave us another platform with like Slim Thug and all them, you know what I'm saying, and Pow Wow, and they kept us in the light. But then just like you said, we faded. Not that we faded, a lot of people start taking what we had. Right. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people took our culture and kind of like tried to put a patent on it.
Yeah,
and it wasn't nobody
sipping drink. Right. Ain't nobody had no double cups.
Nobody was doing that in the United States. Nobody was sipping drink.
And then all of a sudden, Lil Wayne sipping drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Screw did a lot for our city. Only because, you know what I'm saying? Like, he turned us on to a lot of things outside our city. You feel what I'm saying? He turned us on to stuff, and at the same time, it's like he brought people to us. You feel what I'm saying? Like he brought us to people, and he brought people to us, and that's why I always want to shout out Robert Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like worldwide, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But he did a lot for our culture, especially in the music industry, because if you listen to a lot of rap now, a lot of the music last 10 years has been based on sipping, drink, blowing candy, this and that. You feel what I'm saying? Which was a lot of stuff. So I just want to say shout out to Robert Davis, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? And like shout out to H-Town all the time. Shout out to Toby for being on the motherfucking BET Awards and bringing us back to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping us out there. Yeah. And shout out to all the other H-Town artists that's really in the spotlight that don't get a lot of spotlight. You know what I'm saying? But that's dope as hell and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Cal Wayne, he does a lot of work in the community. You know, he's that's one of my guys. He's from there, boy. You know what I'm saying? He's from the bricks too. But he ride with Trey the Truth. Every time you see Trey the Truth out doing help in the community and passing out and going over here, going to the borders and all this shit, Cal Wayne is right there with him. Cal Wayne, I mean, like he got so much music. Like if you listen to it, it's so real. But a lot of people don't say his name. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't say the people that they know. That's what we here for. You know, to put our people on. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to shout out our folks. Like if you know dope comics and all these people, we bring them on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we do. We're supposed to shine the light on our folks. So shit, I'm through talking. Shit.
All right. Well, shout out to Cal Wayne, man. Cigarillo, clean it up. Toby.
Oh yeah, I'll keep this quick, man. You know, shout out to what his name is Toby Chuckwool in Wigway. And so doing his thing, he representing Nigerian American people, you know, gotta love him from the SWAT. Shout out to ETA Records. And I like my favorite song he got is called Try Jesus. So check that out.
Yeah.
It's live.
That's one of my favorite songs too that he had. I think that's one of everybody's favorite songs that he got. Try Jesus.
Yeah, I can hear that any day.
Because that's it. Big shout out to Toby, man. Big shout out to I hope his career keep blowing up, man. Keep going further and further. Like you say, every H-Town artist, I need y'all to keep pushing, man. Keep putting H-Town on the map, man. Already. All right, so we're gonna keep it kind of Texas themed, and Houston themed or whatever. Let's go to the reshaping of the congressional districts down here in Houston and in Texas. They doing all the congressional districts trying to suppress the black vote and trying to spread us out and put us in different areas. That way because we got stronger this time. This nigga ain't on his job. We got stronger this time.
How you gonna hate on him right quick during the show? He's like, oh, let me hate on him right quick and then go back to what I'm talking about.
We got stronger this past election. You know, we almost turned Texas blue. We were right there. We were this close, and it really would have told Donald Trump out the frame. He wouldn't even been able to come back and be like, "Well, y'all stole the election." If we'd have done Texas and turned Texas blue, he wouldn't have been able to fight it at all. They wouldn't even have this in their mind that it was what they call it, the steal. That we stole the election or whatever as Democrats or whatever. But they trying to reshape all the congressional districts, like I say, to suppress the black vote and to spread us out and to keep the state of Texas red because they know this shit is flipping on them and it's changing. And things that's happening, like along with that, they did the abortion law, you know, and now the the court above them, they said that was some bullshit. It was unconstitutional, and they suppressed that shit. So now they got a goddamn what you call it? What you call that shit? They pleading to say, well, we wanna keep it like it is or whatever. I can't think of the word, but anyway. Blame the comic. I want you to start this out, man. I want you to talk about this redistricting and trying to suppress the black vote, man.
Well, what I will say is I don't know what government entity or powers or politicians are at B that came up with this whole trying to redistrict. But what they're doing is by redistricting, reshaping the congressional districts, they have completely, if things go as planned, they have completely phased out Sheila Jackson Lee and Representative Al Green. They will no longer have a district at all. So
they pitting them against each other. They pitting them against each other, so they would have to be against each other.
Right. And so they trying to, like you say, suppress the black vote and stuff like that. And by this being a Republican state and trying to wipe out politicians or regrouping the minorities and stuff like that, so votes will be in favor, you know what I mean, and bottlenecking certain people to get certain votes. I can only think that this is being pushed by the Republican Party. You know what I mean?
That's who's doing it.
So you always, man, let me tell you something. You always got people at work, man. When anytime they see progress, man, they get scared. They do what they can they got their lawyers on deck to connive and scheme and try to slip stuff through the cracks. So It's always a power struggle. It's always a power grab to keep power so that they can, you know what I mean, keep their families where they want to be, keep their lifestyle, keep they, you know what I mean, they whole type of vibe to continue to grow and grow, and so that they live comfortably on this planet and for generations to come, man. So you got to watch them, but it is, you know, it's always a fight. It's always a fight, man. And eventually, you know, you got two. One thing about it, when you at the top, you got to maintain it. You know what I mean? Because you always got the person at the bottom scratching, man. You know what I mean?
You cutthroat nigga to be at the top, boy.
You know what I mean? One thing about the top is you got to keep it. So, you know, I think as society goes on, man, it's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? I don't know if we'll see it in this lifetime before some of these people lose power. You know what I mean? Because even with the LGBTQ community, man, they steady fighting and pushing and trying to grab power and stuff like that. But when they get into ultimate power, they gonna push for what they want to, and it's gonna change the dynamic. You know what I mean?
All over.
Or whatever it is, and then don't let it be maybe a Republican Party. I mean, or somebody that maybe it's a gay relationship that's biracial. You know what I mean? And love their significant other. You know, love conquers all, because at the end of the day, you know, a lot of stuff got changed back in the past when these white women started complaining and giving these white men a hard time. You know what I mean? For different power struggles and things that they wanted and stuff like that. And they pushed the envelope, man. So you got to be careful with who you let in, because when you let people in, man, people are always sizing you up. You know what I mean? They sizing you up, and everybody want the top spot or want a spot at the table. And that's what it is. And they got to weed people out to do that. You know what I mean? Everybody fighting, but it's just a matter of time, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Appeal is the word that I was looking for. They done appealed the shit to try to keep the abortion thing together. But I'm glad you represent for Sheila Jackson Lee today with the brave and everything around you. Sheila Jackson Lee.
All right, Jesse. Okay, Jesse.
Pimp game Shane. Talk about it, baby.
Man, you know that politics is a dirty game, man, and like nigga, it's really hard to keep up. You know what I'm saying? Because what people don't understand is that we lose a liberty every day. You know what I'm saying? We lose a liberty because we let people control us. You know what I'm saying? Like we let people who don't have no earthly idea of what you live every day tell you how to live, what to do. This is what we're doing, who to vote for. You know what I'm saying? Like politics, I don't get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like really, because both sides are playing dirty. Either side is against us. We saw that with Donald Trump and motherfucking Joe Biden. Everything Joe Biden promised everybody. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everything Donald Trump said was, you feel what I'm saying? And these are the people we have to choose from. It's like nobody's on your side. Once you get into politics, once you get into that upper level and shit like that, these people take oaths. They put their hand on the Bible and they swear that they're gonna hold this this law, right? These laws were not made for us at all. You feel what I'm saying? In the Constitution, it didn't say nothing about niggas were treated equal, because we were still considered pets and all this fucking shit. So y'all have to understand that shit ain't none of this shit. Hey, we wasn't nothing but property. You understand what I'm saying? Like we didn't have a choice, we didn't have a vote, we didn't have none of this fucking shit. But I mean, shit, just like one smart motherfucker said, hey, you know what? Fuck all this shit. I ain't doing that shit no more. Kill me. Just kill me. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. I'm tired of this shit. Right? Nigga, I'll beat your motherfucker. And You feel what I'm saying? That's what changed the game. That's when they like, oh yeah, we gotta start listening to these niggas because they're starting to get smart. Which is what we doing right now. This is what I'm like, yo, I'll go back to Africa shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad idea. Just give us our own fucking island. Let us do what the fuck we want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is that I know if I talk to another nigga, I can work it out. You feel what I'm saying? If I talk to another nigga, I know he know my struggle. I know his struggle. You know what I'm saying? We come from the same, hey, this is what we need to do. Boom. Me and that nigga can have a conversation. We get along. I don't know what to say to white folks. You feel what I'm saying? If we have a disagreement, I don't know where they finna go because they weirder than us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand that shit. You feel what I'm
saying? Allegedly to all the white Martell music fans, it's allegedly.
But all I'm saying is that, like, they handle things differently than we do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I can understand a person of my color as opposed to somebody else that's not my color. Not saying that I have anything against it. It's just I can relate. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they know my pain. They know when we leave the house, it's a 50-50 chance that you can get pulled over by the police. Somebody can rob or kill you or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a 50-50 chance. Like, when white people walk out the house, they don't even think like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because they like do.
I like that music.
They don't have these type of problems. You feel what I'm saying?
I live with them now.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, shit, they can see you and they be like, they probably think you the most vicious nigga on the planet. They like, oh, don't
no, that makes them crazy. They say, I have a neighbor that's named Chuck that's black.
Yeah, you the one. You the one they go to.
So they love to have you because they know you ain't like the others, Chuck.
But like on this, let's I'm going back to the black and the vote shit. I mean, has it been anything different over the last? I mean, shit, I've been here for 44 years. They have always
me too, my brother. Me too.
They have always tried to suppress us from voting. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even to the point where y'all remember last year, they had the people going around trying to intimidate people, black folks not to vote. You know what I'm saying? You feel this is not like, it's just like they saying, hey, if they march, then we gonna march. You feel what I'm saying? They just want us to get out here. It's just recurring. And I don't know why we continue to play this game. I'm not saying, like, to the people that vote and do all that stuff, like, I'm not saying, like, don't go vote, your votes matter and all this shit, because really at the end of the day, it don't. You know why? Because you voting, but the people higher up
don't forget to register before November 4th, though.
Listen.
Yeah, go register, nigga. Your vote matters from me.
Change the law on your ass. Well, you can't vote if you don't register by November 4th. You know, they taking that shit away from people.
But see, this is the thing, though. Just like we've all seen, like, nigga, whoever they want to win is gonna win. Nobody picked Donald Trump and said we wanted him for the fucking president. Everybody voted against Trump, and guess what he did?
Not them was the fucking president. Control white folks.
He was on motherfucking trial for rape. You feel what I'm saying? While he made president. That's why I'm like, yo, nobody wanted this nigga but they can tell us whatever numbers they want to. They can say, hey, Donald Trump won this state and he won this state, so he got the majority vote. He did this and did. The people, this is what we don't understand. Like, we out here running around fighting and going back to back, and we fighting over who like this nigga more and who's saying the best thing, who giving us the best politics, when they really saying the same shit. No, they saying different things, but they both doing the same shit. You see what I'm saying? Fucking us over. So we thinking like, oh, our vote gonna change, and it really don't. How has it changed in the last 100 years? You tell me.
The reason I say it's changing is
Corey Bush and
because it's changing because why would they try to reshape the congressional district? It's changing because they know, like you say, people are getting. You used the phrase earlier saying these niggas getting smarter. Nigga, we was already smart. No,
I'm
I
gonna clean
want
this
to say
shit
that
up.
because you know when people think about slavery or whatever, when we were slaves, you think them people was dumb, right? Everybody thinks slaves was dumb. They wasn't dumb. They just didn't know how to speak English. They could articulate themselves in whatever country they was from, in whatever language they spoke, Igbo, whatever. They knew how to speak that shit.
They was
knew how
trying to
to
survive.
They was just trying to survive in a
Yeah,
foreign
played
ass
a
place
role.
that they didn't know nothing about.
Let
So
me say
people
this.
sit there and say, you know, hey, the slaves were dumb. The Africans, no, they wasn't.
No.
But that's what they want you to think.
No.
That's what they. Come on, let me finish, brother. That's what they want you to think.
Brother,
We ain't no dumbass people. If we was dumb, we wouldn't be where we at right now. So we was smart enough to figure this shit out.
Let me say this.
Get to this point right now.
Let me say this. And I just wanna clean up. I never said we were dumb by any means.
No. I said people say. I ain't say you said that.
This is what I'm
I don't
saying.
think nobody said
This
we
is what
dumb.
I'm saying. Just like we talking about slavery. How did we come out of slavery? We start revolting. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct.
It took a fight for us to get out of slavery, because once we start fighting and killing the masters, then they said, hey, you know what? Maybe let's sign this and say they need to be free.
Nat
You feel what I'm
Turner.
saying? Yeah, because the
Thank
thing
you,
is
Nat
that
Turner.
just like
It was
you
more
said,
than one
Chuck,
Nat Turner.
no, and I'm
Exactly,
telling you like
but
this,
thank you, Nat
Chuck,
Turners of all those
just
times.
I want to speak on exactly what you said. Yes, we are smart. We've been smart, and once we get hip to your language, then we start turning on these motherfuckers, and that's what they're afraid of, and that's what I'm saying. Like shit, in every in order for us to win the way we want it to be, it's gonna take a fight. And I'm not saying like, yo, it's got to be like some type of physical threat. Hey, and
There you go.
you know what I'm saying?
There
Like,
you go. Watch him. Watch him. Cancel
it's
culture coming soon.
Mr.
nigga.
President.
If
gonna be
you
off
go
another
back
2
and forth
weeks.
with a nigga on your job every day, right? If you go back and forth with that nigga in the parking lot every time you pull up in that car, what it's gonna take for you to stop doing that shit?
I'm not gonna go
One
back and
day-
forth with nobody every day.
A knuckle sandwich.
Park on
That's
the
what
other
I'm
side.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Of the building.
Listen,
Catch the bus. Catch the bus. You
the
never
end
get
of conflict always is a punch thrown, and you got to understand that we live in a fucking America. Nigga, what do America do when they start motherfucking threatening us? What we do? Throw punches.
Well,
Start
here's the
sending-
thing. Here's the
dropping bombs, sending troops.
people are visionaries, man. You know, they keep people pay attention to the business that pays them. You know what I mean? I don't know how better else to say it. They pay attention to the business that pays them, and people don't do things for nothing. Nobody does something for nothing. You know what I mean? A horse don't just sit out there in the field and wag his tail just to be wagging. He got flies around his ass. You don't see them, but they out there. That's why he wagging his tail out there to keep them flies up off his ass. You know what I'm saying? So they seeing what party lines are going, where things are being drawn, how they can, it's just a slight misstep for them to lose power or control, and they trying to reshuffle the deck, man, so it can be in their favor. And that's what it's all about, man. And all the politicians, the Democrats are fighting for what they fighting for. The politicians are fighting for what they fighting for, but it seems like none of these people have the people's best interest at heart. And
Thank you.
Al Green and Sheila Jackson Lee, they stay on top of it. They paying attention because, this lady been doing this for years, man, since I know for 20 plus years.
Yep.
She's not ready to lose her job. She fighting till they put her in the ground. You know what I mean?
Green too. Al
Green too. They not going for it, man. And then, the next people that's in position of power, I'm pretty sure they got somebody understudying up under them or interning with them that's going to slide right into that spot and fill that void to keep, because, man, these people are diabolical, man.
Mm-hmm.
They diabolical. And they know
love that word. Diabolical looking ass.
Man, they know what they're doing and they know what they want. And anytime that they can suppress, you think it's a division of people? You think it's a division of people just by chance? No. Somebody want to be up here. Somebody want to be down there.
There he is, the star of the show.
Clean it
Phoenix
up
on the
real
go. All right, man. I'll go ahead and clean this up, man. Because look, the proposed new map. This is in Texas. We talking about Sheila Jackson Lee and Al Green.
Al Green.
They're not a singing group. There's some people that's trying to help here in Texas. So look, the proposed new map eliminates the base of the historical 18th Congressional District. That's from Carl Davis, the chair of the Houston Society for Change. All right. He testified before the Senate committee. All right. So while the current congressional district map in Texas has one district with a black majority of eligible voters, proposed new map has none. Can you?
Wow.
The proposed map increases by one number of the districts with the white majorities and cuts the number of districts where Hispanic Texans make up the majority of eligible voters from 8 to 7. So the current proposal moves downtown Houston, 3rd Ward, Texas Southern University, and U of H, and Jackson Lee's own home out of the 18th district. Out. So the proposed plan would put Al Green's office in the 29th congressional district. So, I mean, they just, what they're doing. Like everybody says, it's by design. So watch out for your area because it's coming soon. You better be ready to fight.
Yeah.
Even if you're not fighting with your hands, you better fight with your mind.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But be ready to fight with your hands too. Be ready to
fight.
I
stay ready with that. I stay ready with that pistol too.
Always, nigga. And
well, that should be off top.
But
you shouldn't have to even say that.
That's what I say to everybody I know. Like, man, look, you got to be on top of your shit just like you're on top of that shit. And best believe at the end of the day, shit gonna get fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga.
Yeah.
Because like, shit, no war was ever won with words, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you look at it, nigga, every war was fought with guns and fists, and you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you got to get physical. We can make all the threats back and forth, and we can choose here and there, and this and this and that. But like, shit, when something is standing in your way, right? Well, I say if somebody is standing in your way from your grave, you understand what I'm saying? Shit, you got to physically move them motherfuckers. People don't understand this. It's like, shit, it's way more people in the world than it is people in the government. But we still listen to what they say. We still let them control everything that we do, how we move, and every fucking thing. What we watch, what we do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about, shit, this motherfucking, this Instagram shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so many people was lost because that shit was just down one fucking day.
Well, yeah, that's the next topic. Let's start right there. The next topic is Instagram and Facebook was down for a half a day, and these people lost their damn minds. Like they whole world just stopped. Everything just stopped. I didn't even know the shit was down till somebody told me. I don't get on that shit like that. So because it was on, but it was like old shit. But I didn't know it was old shit. I just got on. I was like, okay, I'm looking at video, and it was like from 17 hours ago, and I'm like, okay, this shit still entertaining to me. So I wasn't like tripping because Instagram and Facebook was down. I barely even get on Instagram. Only thing I'm gonna do is go on Facebook and watch Country Rain videos, and then and that's it for me. So go ahead with what you were about to say.
What I'm saying is that shit, just like this. When that shit was down, I ain't realized that because I live a regular life. You know what I'm saying? I do shit. Like, I'm not just always looking at my phone. I'm not always, you know what I'm saying? Like, if my music sites wasn't down or nothing, then I wouldn't notice if the internet was fucked up or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's some shit that I do on a daily basis, like on a regular. Shit, sometimes I might throw some shit out on Facebook. I might not look at that shit for, you know what I'm saying, 9-10 hours. I'll be doing other shit, and by the time I get back, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta get back to you and respond. Like, I'm not good at responding to none of that fucking shit.
Me neither. I'm pretty bad.
Like, I'm pretty bad at that shit. So, like, a lot of shit, like, if you live a fucking regular life, you don't notice this type of shit. But shit, just like you said, I get back when I do check this motherfucker, everybody's saying the same shit. My internet down, my this and that, and they complain about it. I'm like, damn, I ain't even noticed that shit.
I
You
didn't
know what I'm
even
saying?
know that shit.
I didn't even fucking notice that shit. Shit, because people get too consumed with this shit
That
right here.
motherfucking phone.
They get too consumed with it, man, and that's by design too, though.
Yeah. See, and my partner, the one told me about it that I work with. Y'all know Kevin, KJ. I'm working with. We at work.
shout out to KJ.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy KJ. We've been best friends since fucking 9th grade. But this nigga was like, yeah, man, Instagram and Facebook down. I was like, all right, nigga, I really don't give a shit. But that nigga,
he crack down.
He one of them ones that keep that phone in his hand. This nigga is Mr. Twitter fingers, nigga. This nigga is gonna tweet all day. He gonna. That's how I keep up with the fucking internet and shit. He tell me, he be like, "Hey, such and such did this and blah blah blah." I be like, "Okay, interesting." I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for him. But that nigga is a tweeter. This nigga stays on Instagram. He follows certain people on Instagram and Facebook and all that shit. I'm like, I used to do that shit, but I kind of cut the cord from that shit. I was like, I had got too consumed into it. It took too much of my damn time, and I couldn't just live a regular, like you say, a regular fucking life.
Yeah,
it's shit that's out here you can touch, nigga. You can touch these.
You can get out here.
yeah. So it just ain't me. Like I say, I was like that at the beginning when Facebook and all of that shit came out.
It was exciting.
It was exciting. But then it became too much of a fucking job to try to keep up with that shit. So
for me, it's like getting a new phone. Like the first couple weeks, you're like, yeah, but then after a while, you're like, man, fuck this shit.
Man, fuck that shit. Yeah. Blame the cover.
Well, first of all, let me say this, man. Once again, I think Facebook and Instagram being down affects the people that pay attention to the business that pays them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You use it to make bread, it matters to you. You know what I mean? Because you want to connect with your audience, you want to connect with your fan base, you want to connect to your subscribers, you want to connect to the people that's purchasing your merchandise and all that great stuff. And then, truth be told, man, it's called social media. We in the age of the pandemic where we social distancing. A lot of people don't like dealing with people these days, man. They rather, I don't want to talk to you in person. I just want to like what you got from afar. Tap, you know what I'm saying? And keep it moving.
Tap, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because me and you don't see eye to eye. Or you know what I mean? I get to see you when I want to see you. If you're the type of person that posts everything about you, hey, you know what I mean? And for some people, that's how they connect with people. It's not just, telling all your business. It's how some people connect with people that's across the world. They FaceTime through Facebook. You know what I mean? They hold chat rooms through Facebook. They, you know what I mean? They see their grandkids and you know what I mean? Keep up with, some people still, you got to realize we still in the pandemic. Some people still scared to get outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't feel safe. They still want to just, just I can see it, but I ain't got to be there. So it's almost like an escape. You know what I mean? And then people live vicariously through other people. You know what I'm saying? I get to live through you and I ain't got to be around you. Some people just socially awkward, so social media work. You know what I mean?
True.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just a different bunch of facets that can, come into play and count. Some people get paid through social media. You know what I mean? A day down on social media is, you missing some M's. You know what I mean? Think about it. If you're a person that make, thousands of dollars on Facebook or Instagram and it's down for the day.
I don't know nothing about that.
I understand.
I want the poor people.
Some niggas make money off of that shit, but I mean, if that's your business, I understand you being upset about it. But I'm talking about these regular motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
CNAs and motherfuckers.
You ain't got nobody to complain to.
You know how many people take this phone and they use this bitch to escape their job? They somewhere they don't want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Go to YouTube.
But I'm just saying. But you know what I'm saying? You get
It's
to
other
keep
websites like you can go other places.
escape for some people, man. It's an escape for some people. So I mean, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. Some people consumed by it. They just throw they thumb on to be this goddamn strong. You know what I mean? All that they do. You know, but you know, it is what it is, man. You know, I enjoy the platform. It ain't gonna kill me, but I keep trying to surprise myself to make a bag off that motherfucker eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
Well, yeah, I'm all for anybody making money off of it. And I ain't trying to Facebook shame nobody, but goddamn,
With y'all.
bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, life just didn't stop for me, and I don't think it should have stopped for anybody when Facebook went down. I don't think. I mean, that show you just how wrapped up people are into that shit, man. So, Rillo, I know it really didn't affect you. You ain't even got no fucking Facebook account, so
That nigga said what?
Yeah, I heard
Say
about that shit on
Instagram.
the news. I heard about that shit on the news, man. I'm thinking, you motherfuckers wasting your life, man. Y'all ain't got Jesus, man. That's what it is. Get Jesus and you don't need Facebook. Now, on the cool though, I did find out about it because we bought our daughter the Oculus, right? It's a VR headset where you can do all your shit in virtual reality. So I bought that, right? But it's connected to Facebook, right? So I had to use my wife's account just for her to play it. But then she started complaining about it not working. I was like, oh, I'm about to return this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't working. But
Back
then
to
I found
regular
out
shit.
I found out Facebook was tripping, man. I don't have no Facebook, no Bookface, no Instagram, no Twitter.
Place,
I don't have that shit. I don't have none of that shit. And my life is a lot happier because of it. But if you want to holler at Martell Music, then you can definitely go to Martell Music on Twitter. If you just search for Martell Music,
They got
one word.
Shameless
If you want to go to Facebook, if you want to holler at Martell Music on Facebook, you can go to Martell Music, and we right there. But if you want to go to Instagram, we got you. It's Martell _music _INC as in incorporated. So you can still holler at us. I just won't be there. Don't expect me to reply.
If they shut down the Miller Lite plant or shot that bitch up, then that'll affected you, huh?
Oh yeah.
Not really, because I fuck with Modelo too. You know, anything with an M, baby. Anything
I swap out my
It's
brands.
about them M's in that bank account. In that bank account, M's.
You quick on your feet, boy.
That's how we gotta do it, baby. So you know, shout out to everybody who got affected. But you know what? It's all good. It ain't the end. You know, come to Twitch. Holler at us on Twitch. We can make money.
At you boys.
All right. Yeah, holler at me. Cigarello Martell on Twitch.
Well, he don't need no shout outs at the end. He already shouted himself out, goddamn.
Damn right.
Plugs, baby.
Let's go to R. Kelly, man. Let's do him real quick, and we got about 2 other topics. R. Kelly music been banned from YouTube and Venmo. We knew it was coming. After the conviction, you knew this was coming. He already got put off what was the other one that they put him off before? Spotify. They took him off Spotify, and now YouTube and Venmo is saying R. Kelly can't post no new shit. I don't know if his old shit's still there. I ain't been there. This story came from Blame. I don't know too much about it, but with that being said, I really don't want no new music from Kels, but I still want to be able to sometime get back and step in the name of love every now and then.
You better have a mixtape.
You better save it right quick. You ain't gonna be able to pull it up.
You have a mixtape on deck, nigga. Keep your
we want to step in the name of love every now and then. So, Pimp Game Shame, man. Kels has been banned.
I'm just gonna say this, man. If you out here molesting children, I don't want to hear no music by you. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, they probably cut him off because they probably realized, hey man, This nigga singing about kids on this.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we can't do this. Let's get this off, nigga. This ain't Disney. Hey, but shit, on the cool though, like, I mean, shit, you better go through that motherfucker old CDs or something like that if you want to listen to it. Like, really on the cool. I was a R. Kelly fan of his music, not his action. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, but even when I listen to it now, I'm like, man, this shit is creepy as fuck. Because
now when you listen to it, it's
when
fucking
you listen
creepy,
to
real,
it
right?
after seeing all that evidence and shit, you
Like two gorillas in the jungle.
Yeah, you like, whoa, this nigga, and he made that girl wipe that shit on her face. He made that girl wipe boo boo on her face, bro. Like, no, real dookie? Nah. Then you start listening to his shit, you like, whoa, this is creepy.
Duke of
This
R&B.
is weird as fuck. Then he kept calling himself the Pied Piper and shit. I'm like, oh no. Luring children out up to his palace and shit. Like, yo,
Man.
all that shit. Like, I'm like, I'm way too creeped out for this. I can't. I'm not be getting high and shit. I don't want to listen to that shit. Then I'm like, then he was doing that to little boys. You like, oh man, hold up. Like, nah, I don't want to hear no R. Kelly shit.
Right. Yeah. See, look, I bought this statue a long time ago.
Oh.
It's a
why'd you buy
dad.
that?
It's a dad whispering into his daughter's ear, right?
That's nasty.
That's what it was until like this new shit. I'm like, this kind of pedophilia right
like,
here.
This wouldn't make the move.
Yeah, I wouldn't show that on camera.
Stayed at the old house.
When I pulled this shit out the box, I was like, this shit don't look too. Why was this even in the goddamn store, goddamn?
Way too creepy.
Creepy as hell.
I want to know who the artist is because they need to be reviewed.
This shit is fucking crazy, yo.
They need to take this shit off the shelf. I'm like, man, I just keep thinking like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause Bill Cosby got all his shit snatched. You know what I'm saying? The Cosby Show, when that nigga got convicted, he sat it down and did his fucking time. They cut all Cosby affiliates, different world. They cut all that shit off, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Even though, like, shit, we didn't know all this shit was true or not. They just cut his shit off like, hey, we don't want nothing to do with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, it's kind of unfair, but at the same time, it is kind of fair because you don't want a pedophile making money while he's sitting in prison for molesting children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me. I don't want him to get paid for that shit. So yeah, I believe he should. They should ban his music from certain musical platforms where he can get paid. But I mean, like, as far as playing it in a club or something,
nigga say,
all them girls are over 21. They get ID'd in there. You could slow dance to 12 play with a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't no more slow dance. Niggas don't slow dance no more.
They should. That's what they need to bring back. I ain't gonna lie to you. They need to bring that type of shit back though, cause like nigga, that's why you got all this bullshit going around, nigga.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed like they don't have no slow dancing no more, but you'll see a bunch of guys dancing in a routine.
And a bunch of
that shit is loud. Like, yo, nigga, get this shit out of here. I don't want to. I don't see that.
Bunch of hoes twerking. Blame the comic.
I would say this, man. You know, like I said, I can't separate the music from the artist. I don't think canceling his music is really solving anything. I think they could continue to let his music play and stream and maybe donate it to the survivors of whoever he was, you know, that was victims of him. You know what I mean? Right. They can benefit from that and get some retribution since a man claiming that he don't have any money anymore. You know what I mean? How about that? How about let them benefit from his work and, you know what I mean? Maybe even his kids, you know what I mean? That because you take him from his family, his livelihood as well. You know what I mean? I understand that what he did was wrong, but he paying for it by paying his debt to society. Let his music go on and take care of somebody else. You know what I mean? And then that way he's not attached to it. You know what I mean? He's not reaping any of the benefits or the works of his labor. You know what I mean? So I think that's another way that you can actually look at it, because you got to think about it. Music is what makes the culture. Music is what makes the society. Music is what gets people through hard times in their life. So I just think that, you know what I mean? It's just hard to watch another black man fall from grace from his actions. Like I said last week, you know what I mean? He's a victim of a victim to past victimization. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know what I mean? I just think that, you know what I mean? People still love his music regardless of how you feel. People still love Bill Cosby regardless of how you feel. People still love, people just love people, man. They know how to separate the two. And I don't think you're not hurting him because he can't make money. You know, if you want to hurt him, yeah, take it away from him where he can't make money. But help somebody in the process. Show that, hey, some good has came from this process. You know what I mean? Make it right. You know what I mean? It's at the end of the day, it's not about, who right or wrong, even though he was found guilty. It's about getting it right.
Hey, but you know what? I want to say this too, Blame. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, in the same breath, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm against the pedophilia and all that type of shit, but just in the same breath, like, it's not the same treatment. You know what I'm saying? Because Harvey Weinstein movies still play.
Right.
Bingo. I was just gonna say that.
And they still profit from movies they did even while they was, you know what I'm saying, under prosecution. So, like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, maybe the families should get the money, but the money shouldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? It should stop coming to him. They should direct it to the families and all that shit. Yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It's a true statement because we get bashed. You know what I'm saying? We get bashed. They take all our monetary value, they take all your accolades, and they take everything from you, behind some other shit, but they don't do the same for their own people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like I'm saying, like, shit, just think about this. Elvis is still playing. You feel what I'm saying? Woody Allen movies are still playing. And these are known pedophiles. These are known pedophiles. You feel what I'm saying? These are known pedophiles, and their music is still celebrated, appreciated. Their movies are still watched, and you know what I'm saying? They want all. But Harvey Weinstein didn't lose not one Academy Award. He didn't lose not one Oscar, not one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he didn't lose none of that shit when he got charged with all this rape case shit. You feel what I'm saying? He lost nothing. His movies played even more. So yeah, Blame, I agree with you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's make a right out of a wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do us like y'all do yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all still make this type of money. Y'all still, y'all shit still generates even after y'all been convicted of some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why our money got to stop? Why we don't want to be persecuted like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, just like you said, the man made some motherfucking great music. He made music that was fucking classics that can still play, that people still listen to.
Right. And that way, if you do it that way, people will be like, yeah, let's play that shit. We'll still be playing R. Kelly music if the money going to the family.
Going straight to them. Right.
I jam the shit. I'll put it on stream all day and
all day long. Spotify just one.
Then not only that, you won't feel bad about it. You'll feel like, hey, but you still enjoying it and celebrating. You doing good for somebody, for a victim. To make their trauma, they PTSD. You know what I mean? They emotional distress, whatever they got going on. Just a little bit lighter. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because, money is not the answer to all problems. but it damn sure help you get through it just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It helps.
I just think, and I'm glad that you brought up the Weinstein thing because that's a good point. Even though it wasn't pedophilia with kids or nothing like that, you know what I mean? It's still the overall picture is about people who were victimized.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let's stop him from getting the money. Let's help the victims. Now, we can put some clause in there for how long it's going to go on or what's the cap of how much they're going to get through retribution and all that. But now when you watch it, because at the end of the day, it's all art. And art is abstract. You know what I mean? You know? So, you know, like you said, let's make a right or a wrong and show that as society, we forward-thinking people instead of just trying to take from people and counsel people because at the end of the day, the victims are still left there with nothing.
Already. That's a great point. Hey, Rillo, clean it up.
Yeah, I agree with I actually agree with all y'all, man, for real. This is the first time too, so yeah, celebrate that shit. But basically, Pimp Game Chain had a good point. They canceling R. Kelly's music, which is fucking great, by the way. And they still playing Harvey Weinstein's movies, and he's still getting all the money from it. So a solution would be, if anybody's listening, is sign over those rights to the victims, to your intellectual property. That way, the people that worked on it with your sorry asses can benefit, and their families can benefit, because it's a lot of people that are involved in making a record. It's a lot of people that are involved in making a feature film. I mean, it's not just that person, you know. That's the name you see. But you got people holding cameras. You got people cleaning up the set. You got people bringing food to the set. You got people bringing
mixing and shit.
Exactly. You got people putting in hours, engineering, editing. I mean, you got to think about these people. A lot of these people could be related to you. They look like everybody else. There's multiple races. It's not all one white film company. It's not all one white recording company. You know, it's not all one race of a studio, you know. So think about that shit. And so go ahead and get them people they bread, you know. I like R. Kelly's music. I'm not gonna just be running out buying his CDs because he ain't putting out no more. But I bought a few of them and I'm gonna listen to them. You see what I'm saying? And I don't care who's singing it. I mean, you got people like Frank Sinatra singing shit that people still listening to. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with him, but hey, if you fuck with him, I don't give a fuck what he did in his life. You see what I'm saying?
Watch this. Let me say this. Think how amazed we are. Do you remember how amazed the world was when that nigga came out with Trapped in the Closet? This was the first nigga to make a soap opera to his music that had
parts to it.
Part after part after part.
You just couldn't wait for the next one. I mean, especially them people who like Madea and all of that.
And that shit still catchy. He played all the characters. This brother was talented. Let me say this. I don't know if this man will ever see the light of day. You know what I mean? If he'll ever make parole or get out for good behavior. But what I will say is this. The man will never be broke because he is genius if he do get a chance to get out. Okay? That's number one. Number two, on a comedic note, if this boy do start snitching and squealing and squabbling, I can't wait to see who the names he start naming, because we gonna be like, oh boy.
Already, see, the truth gonna come out some kind of way, and maybe God is doing it like that.
Go in there, pull up Tekashi 6ix9ine and say, he did it. He did it.
Hey, but guess what though? If they ask him to write the names down, he
hey, look at it this way, man. Look at it this way. Jay-Z was messing with Aaliyah before R. Kelly was. So, man.
And you know, Jay-Z and them was fighting over Aaliyah.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
get everybody involved. Don't just get the one that can't read. You know, don't just go for the one that can't read. You know.
Yeah. Hey, Dame was in there too.
Yeah,
But let's
man.
hit the last one, man, and we're gonna get out of here, man. Dave Chappelle, new comedy special dropped today. The Clover, man. I ain't seen the shit yet. Like I say, I ain't been on nothing. So I ain't know the Closer drop. But
gotta watch it.
Before we get off of this motherfucker right here,
gotta watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch that shit right goddamn now. Because I am one of the biggest Dave Chappelle fans, man.
Me too,
That's
bro.
one of my favorite comedians in the world. I'm
Me
gonna
too.
watch the Clover. I don't spoil the shit for me, but tell me, don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
How did you enjoy the Dave Chappelle?
I watched the shit twice today. I watched it twice today. Yeah, nigga, the shit is funny, nigga. You gonna laugh the whole fucking time. Nigga, I'm like, nigga, I'm in stitches dying, laughing because I mean he just the whole time, you know, Dave Chappelle, you a Dave Chappelle fan. He just tells the truth.
Right.
He says it's so funny that you have to laugh. Like, regardless of he could be talking about white people, but it's so funny and it's so real. You got to laugh. Like, yeah, we do that. Yeah, that's crazy. That be us. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
That nigga, man. When you see it, you gonna know. Like, shit, this nigga, he just been saying, like, he says, I love him because he says exactly what I think in my head that I can't say. You know what I'm saying? He says exactly what I think in my head. Because I be like, and he beat me to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I mean, just like with every fucking thing, with the transgender shit and all that, like, yo, man, look, nigga, it's not like, don't nobody hate you. We don't know you like that. We don't understand you and shit. We just don't want your business to have to be my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. That's the whole point he was making, and the whole shit is that shit. Your business ain't gotta be my business. Whatever the fuck you do, that's your private life. Keep it private. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, just do that. You ain't got to put it in everybody's face. Everybody ain't got to accept this and that. Who said that? You ain't in my family. I ain't got to accept you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit. I don't got to give a fuck about what you do. You know what I'm saying? I got to give a fuck about what's going on with me and mine. We man and our business. Don't mean we hate you over there, because we over here man and our business. And that's what I love about Dave Chappelle, because he says it so simple and plain that it's like, oh yeah, when you say it like that, then yeah, I get you. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is crazy as fuck. But I loved it like shit. I'm probably gonna watch that bitch again too. I gotta pour some Bubba Kush. I'm sure finna watch that.
Okay.
I ain't get fucked up and watch that again.
So scale of 1 to 10, what'd you get?
10.
10 all day.
10 all day. Look, if I fingers and toes, nigga, if I can count it twice, I give it a 20. Goddamn it, shit. Fuck, that nigga, he's funny as fuck.
There you go. There you go with the Mike's Hard Lemonade. Don't know what's in it.
So Willow, have you seen The Closer?
Have I seen The Closer? Not yet. But now that y'all talk about it, I'm gonna look at it tonight. I know that Dave Chappelle has some of the best timing, some of the best content, some of the best comedy. I mean, he's the type of comedian that actually makes you think while he's making you laugh. And so you have no prejudice, you have no wall up. You just laugh, and then after the laugh is done, you thinking like, damn, that was deep. So yeah, I can dig anything he does. So Dave Chappelle, shout out. I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be watching it over and over, because Dave Chappelle is a damn genius.
Already. Blame the comic. I saved you for last because I know you're gonna give me a little review of what you thought about The Closer.
Spoiler alert. Now,
nigga. I will end this broadcast.
I'm about to tell it all.
Now, man, let me say this, man. I watched it last night, and I plan on watching it again, because for the simple fact that, man, you know, he is the GOAT right now, and this is what everybody look up to. Man, one thing that I can say about Dave Chappelle's stand-up is it's informative, it's educational,
and it's funny.
And it's almost like a master class that he's as a teacher, because he can take relative topics that stand out today, and he's teaching you while he's telling you a story. He's a great storyteller. he gives you an example, and you don't realize that he's telling a story till he makes you laugh because he's educating you and find out, oh, I'm at a goddamn comedy show.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I ain't supposed to be laughing.
Yeah. And he takes topics that's like taboo. I almost look at him as like the comedic Tupac of our day. You know what I mean? Because I think his comedy albums go down in classic of will still be in 2020. I mean 2050. You know what I mean? Still be relevant then in the future. You see what I'm saying? So the man just he tells you about these different terms like turf, and he puts it in perspective, and you like, it makes you go, man, I never thought about it like that.
I never thought about it. I never.
You know what I mean? And he is unapologetically, you know, about all topics. It is what it is. Like on the old one that he did, I think it was Sticks and Stones. He said, now I know how white folks felt when the crack epidemic happened. And now that all these white folks dealing with these opioids, I feel the same way. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now that the tables are turned, you know what I mean? There was no love and compassion for us. So now why I gotta coddle you and cradle you and march and do all this shit? Nobody cared about the struggle. What I will say is, what I will say about this, I do feel that the LGBTQ community is a bully, and I stand by that.
Oh yes,
because they silence people. They silence people for their opinions. How dare you think anything else besides what we feel or what we going through? But what I will say, if they want, they fight to be a little bit stronger and a little bit more productive. I think they can be allies with the Black Lives Matter movement. You know what I mean? They can be allies with the people of the Hispanic coalition and the Hispanic, you know, the people at the border and all that stuff. Now think about it. If I come together and help you fight your fight, and you come together and help me fight my fight, hey man, ain't nothing we can stop us. And we all get something from this. I'm helping you, you helping me, we helping each other. We all progressing forward for the greater good of humanity. And what does humanity include? Humanity include black, white, Mexican, gay, straight, youth. You know what I mean? It includes it all. You know what I mean? And so one thing about it is, you know, I don't like council culture because you take it away from people because we don't view the same. One thing he said that Dave Chappelle said that was you know, because I don't identify or feel the way that you feel doesn't mean that I hate you or I'm homophobic. Soon as someone say the opposite of what you say or have a difference of opinion, oh, you gay bashing, oh, you transphobic, oh, you this, oh, you that. No, hey man, I just don't smoke cigarettes. That's why I don't go hang out in the cigarette hall.
What's a cigarette hall?
The cafe, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't go there. I don't go to the pool house because I don't want to be around the pool.
Wherever they smoking cigarettes at, you ain't there.
Cigarettes.
That's my thing. I don't want to leave with all that shit in my clothes and in my hair and all that shit. I don't want that, bro.
Really?
That just ain't you.
That ain't for me. You know what I mean? So, but that don't mean I hate you. Now I talk to you all day outside. You know what I'm saying? While the wind blowing, the shit going down the other way. But that's not for me. I don't hate you just because we have a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? Right. That's what floats your boat. We all raised different. We all have different perspectives on the world. Minister Farrakhan said, hey man, if two groups of people are raised up in the world and they have a different perspective on the same issue, that means that both of those people are under different stimulus. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
And you know what?
That means that how you view the world, I don't view the world because of my circumstances and how I was brought up and what I came through. and people don't want to identify with it. You know what I mean? They don't want to be compassionate because they're comfortable. And giving up on some of your compassion or empathy means that you got to share your space with me.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
You know,
Well said.
you know what I want to say about this, man. I just think that when people in groups get together, it just kind of builds a lot of separation with amongst people. You know what I'm saying? Like we can have a difference of an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like two brothers can talk and disagree with some shit and still be brothers. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But when you in one group and you say, "Oh, you know," you try to label them like, "Oh, you homophobic and you this and you that," it builds a separation. You can't say that I'm homophobic. Like shit, I have family members that, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have, like I have people that I talk to on a regular basis that might be gay. You feel what I'm saying? I don't hate gay people. Not not saying that I understand y'all or none of this shit. That's just a different world for me. You feel what I'm saying? A different world that I don't want to jump in. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. Hey, cool.
Let me add this to this, gang. Let me add this to it. Let me say this. It's just like this. The lifestyle that you choose comes with consequences.
Right.
If you in a dope game, you know what come with that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much you try to normalize shit, no matter what the media say, you know what I mean? And I can't say maybe it's got a little better because they pushing their agenda on TV and making it more normal. But everybody don't agree with all that homosexuality, man. And when you put yourself out there for whatever reason, it's a lot that come with that, man. You make yourself a target and a victim, especially if you're a minority and you LGBTQ. You see what I'm saying? So the choices that you make affects your life. If you in these streets, if you a dope dealer, if you're a robber, if you a jacker, all that come with the lifestyle that you choose.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Consequences. Yes.
So to say, oh well, he bashing or he thinks he's better or he think he's supreme over me. It's just like when you go to work and you have people that they do a potluck.
Yep.
I don't want to eat your food because on your office dish you got all your cats and dogs in the picture. I know they stay in your kitchen.
Yeah.
You know that don't make me racist because I don't want to eat your food. I don't like the lifestyle choice that you live. I don't believe that pets belong in the house.
If you put raisins in your motherfucking coleslaw and all this stuff, like shit, that's not a lifestyle I want to live. If you're a vegan and I eat meat, I don't hate you because you're a vegan. Right. It's like shit. It's the same type of shit. Like nigga, if we go to motherfucking Burger King and I get a Whopper and you get an Impossible Whopper, I might rank on your ass or some shit, but we still gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, eat a meatless burger.
They make it. Listen, this whole council culture shit is making people where they petty, man. They petty and they sitting there and they making it where, you know,
separation.
It's childish. It's like all
separation.
You did this, he did that. It's petty. And these are the kids that are looking up to us as adults, and we set an example for them to be just turned off by any and every little thing if you don't agree, and then everybody want to play the victim.
Right.
You know, it's the Karen syndrome. It's the Karen syndrome is what I want to call it. Oh,
I want to say
here, you did this, you did that. Oh no, he's attacking me. He don't. Oh, he said something to me. He jumped up now being attacked. But no,
let me say this
shit that they have nothing to. Hey, take your difference of opinion and move on.
Let me say this.
The LGBTQ community is saying, hey, if you voice your opinion and say anything, you gonna have problems.
I just want to say this. Every year we get a new separation. If y'all understand that. Remember, the LGBTQ, all them motherfucking alphabets didn't have all them alphabets at first. You feel what I'm saying? It was just the lesbian and the gay community. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, at first it wasn't all them letters. Every year we get something else to fight about. Elections. Every year they find some reason to separate us behind some shit. Like, just like we not all people. You feel what I'm saying? Like white, black, Mexican, it don't fucking matter. We all fucking people. But they find a reason to separate you. Just like shit, when you work with people, when you work in close proximity, it don't matter what color you is, like shit, when y'all doing a motherfucking job, you expect these people to have your back where you doing this fucking job at all costs, right? No matter what color they is. But once you start talking about politics, motherfucking religion, and all this fucking shit, that's when the shit divide. You feel what I'm saying? That's when they start saying, hey, oh, you gay, you straight, you this, you that, you this, you that. It's a wall. They put a wall between each person. So you have to say, either I'm riding with this people, I'm riding with this people, I'm riding, but you have to separate yourself. When you can't say, hey man, I fuck with all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the fuck you do, I fuck with all y'all. It's like, oh, nah, you can't fuck with everybody because you a homophobe, or you know what I'm saying? You a transgender, whatever the fuck they call it, or you know what I'm saying? Like, or you a feminine, or you a misogynist, or all kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They place labels just to put you in categories. And just like, yo, I fuck with people, and some people I don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't fuck with these people don't make me a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not like you as an individual. Like, shit, you might talk too motherfucking much. Either way, I might not like your motherfucking ass. Yeah. I might go out and be more familiar with these people over here because we partying hard and we kicking and this and that. That don't mean I don't like you niggas over here. I'm just like, shit, we having a better time over at this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, Blame. I agree with you 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, they gotta stop putting labels on shit like that. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it's not even about that. The separation shit, they got to stop that shit. Like, nigga, I like who the fuck I like, and everybody like who the fuck they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, and that ain't nobody fucking business. That ain't nobody fucking business. Nigga, I might not fuck with Rello every fucking day. Shit, I love this nigga. This nigga my cousin. I don't have to talk to this nigga every fucking day. You feel what I'm saying? Blame. I fuck with you every time I see you. You know, it's all fucking love. I ain't got to see you every fucking day, but that don't mean I don't like you if I don't call you. You feel what I'm saying? If I don't constantly acknowledge all your motherfucking accolades, like, I might have missed some shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I don't like you no less. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, Chuck, we fuck around every fucking day. We disagree on this motherfucker all the fucking time. Shit. Right. Every time I see you, hey, motherfucker, get over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, right. Motor scooter, what the deal?
Let me say this. The saying goes, what other people think about me is none of my business. You understand what I'm saying? What other people think about me is none of my business. Yeah. And at the end of the day, watch this. If everybody had just a little bit more or enough to take care of themselves, what if the world was able to focus on love and just focus on humanity? Like, just being nice to your neighbor and being cool to your neighbor and being helping a hand. Do you know, man, nigga, do you know if you break down on the side of the road right now, ain't nobody finna pull over in here. Nigga, you like,
I've been there.
On a suit. You can have a suit and pull over. Nigga, think you're con artists.
Mm-hmm. I've been there.
You understand what I'm saying?
I've been there.
You can really need some help, man. And they didn't got it. They didn't listen. If you ain't got your shit together financially, man, if you break down on the side of the road, bro, you look at as less than. You look at like the homeless person.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Yep. And you damn near got to be with a baby in your arm. You damn near got to jump out in front of traffic. You got to be in a well-lit area. And then, if you do pull over, somebody do pull over, they damn near got you. You need help. You scared of who pulling over?
You scared too, because they might want to rob your ass.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Take advantage of you. I broke down and had to ask people, man. You know how many people I had to ask for a jump, bro?
Oh yeah.
You know how many people I had to ask for a jump? People were too busy sitting in their car on social media, passing by. I ain't got no jumper cables. Hey, I got some. I really ain't got time. I'm headed somewhere.
Ooh, my battery low. Ooh, I can't really.
I don't like, yeah, that's one. Man, last time I hooked my battery up to somebody else's car, it missed my battery. All kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's just the world that we live in.
You better
man.
get them self-starters. Y'all get them
I
self-starters.
got one in my car too. I got my own motherfucking cables and everything.
The LGBT community has mastered the narrative of spin.
Manipulation.
You know what I'm saying? Master manipulation, where they take your words, turn it around, and they use your words to get more exposure for their agenda.
This nigga hit it right on the head, boy.
Already. And I know we started out talking about Dave Chappelle. Apparently the shit was good because it made we done went all into the LGBT conversation.
Well, we did because he talked a lot about that in his special.
I understand. I understand. So, like I said, apparently the shit was good because it got us into this deeper conversation of, you know, changing narratives and putting spin on different things. And then another thing I want to add from what you guys were saying, that, you know, they try to make you feel bad, you know, for not wanting to hang with gay people. Nigga, do you know who you hang with is what you gonna do. So if you hanging with gay motherfuckers, eventually you gonna get some ass, or you gonna get your ass.
I'll get sexually assaulted.
Something gonna happen. You gonna fuck around if you fucking around with them gay people and you get weak one night, you get drunk. Something gonna happen. You gonna end up kissing one of them niggas in the mind.
You are what you eat, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like you said earlier, I'm not finna hang around you. I fuck with you, but I'm not finna fuck with you. You feel me? So
you ain't gonna be fucking around.
Yeah, y'all stay over there. I'm gonna stay over here. I'm cool with y'all. I don't hate you at all.
Fucking around.
But I'm telling you, if you start hanging with white people, you're gonna start fucking white bitches. That's just what's gonna happen. You gonna
all around.
Great
whatever you around is what you gonna do. I'm just telling you. So they're trying to make a nigga feel bad because I don't want to hang with you. That shit don't fly on this side of
the saying goes is you adapt and you assimilate to what you're around. And if you don't find a way, you fade away and you ostracize yourself if you don't adapt to what you in the circle of. And then you look square and it's just socially awkward. So you do what you gotta do. When you in Rome, you act like the Romans. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
Let me say
pick
this
your circle when you young. You are the people that you hang around.
I never asked you this, Charles. I never asked you this. What's your pronoun?
My pronoun, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, in layman's terms, like, nigga, why I just can't. I don't like to do a bunch of fruity ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, shit, y'all gay. I like to do manly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if you're a fruitcake and like you play basketball or something like that. Fruitcake. Like we can hoop together and shit, but like out the court, I ain't gonna want to just be like, hey, so what you about to do? Oh, I'm about to call my boyfriend. Oh, well, that's the end of that conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Like we ain't got nothing in common. Why I got to hang with you? Why I got to like to hang with you? Why I got to want to hang with you? You feel what I'm saying? Like shit. My niggas, they know the same shit. Hey, we finna get high. We finna go smoke, nigga. They finna go fuck their gas. We finna go fuck our gas, nigga. And that's gonna be it. Like, nigga, we ain't all this other shit.
My life right there.
Y'all want to bake cakes and do a bunch of fruity shit and like.
Everyone said bake cakes.
I don't know what the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, whatever it is, Lifetime specials and shit. I don't want to watch that shit. Housewives and shit. I don't want to watch that shit. I was watching that shit the other night too. Me and Rella was talking. My girl had me watching this fucking shit, man, and I hate this fucking shit because it's just like women had us watching assholes gossiping, and they got a bunch of money, and they just sit around and have problems that I don't fucking be having because I'm poor. You know what I'm saying?
They make up the problems. They make up the problems for TV.
They
It's
make up
called
the fucking
yeah.
problems for TV, and it be so miniature. And I'm like, yo, I can't watch this fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I be breaking down. Like I be. That's when I get on my phone. I get to mix and shit. I'm listening to my tunes and shit. Cause I'm like, I can't watch this shit like in
Nah,
a
I can't
full.
watch
It's
it.
called exploitation. They exploiting
Yeah,
themselves, just like the
man. They
new
listen.
exploitation type shit.
Listen, and if these are the women that these other younger generation aspire to be, boy, we in fucking trouble.
Oh
That's how
You
yeah,
Cardi
and
B
with
came
that,
up.
understand? We are in
That's how
fucking
yeah,
Cardi B
trouble.
came up. They look at it as a hustle. The internet
yeah.
is the
Yeah.
new streets. That's just what it is.
Listen, everything is a hustle. I mean, from showing your body to doing, look, everything's a hustle with this new generation. It's not like nigga, it is crazy out here, but fuck all that.
I
That's a
say
good place.
support the young people, man. Whatever they doing, support the young black people, man. That's what you do.
Yeah,
But
that's a
give them
good place
some
to end,
direction.
man. On the hustle, man. That's a good place to end, and might as well
Yeah.
tell them how you hustling, this music and everything. Don't give
How
your
about
shout.
Let me say this: you can find me on martelmusic.net first and foremost. That's where you can get your merchandise and all that fucking shit. We got the gear, we got videos, we got Rello beats and shit like that. We selling everything on that motherfucker. So shit, y'all can drop a tip to Rello if y'all want to. I know he got his shit up there. We on every music platform they got, like shit. I mean, like every music platform they got, from YouTube to iTunes to Apple Music to Spotify to, I mean, just every Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I mean, everywhere you can find music at, you can find us at, and martelmusic.net. My album is out. I got 2 albums out that's streaming right now. That's doing real live too. I just hit 10,000 fucking spins on them shits. Until Then and Titus Arthritis. They on Spotify. They on everything. I mean, shit. Everywhere you can find music at, you can find me at. And that's what's up. Shit, you can holler at me.
Already. Rillo, I know you plugged earlier, but you want to
Yeah,
do it again?
I plugged earlier, but I'm not done. So we're gonna
I'm
keep
not
the plugging
done.
going on. The
Yeah,
plug
keep
is in the
plugging.
building. I'm not gonna plug myself though. I'm gonna plug my family, Donnie, DAD on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? He got Donnie After Dark. He gave me this merch. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be on Twitch. Y'all holler at us. He just did the Soul Train raid joint the other night on Tuesday. So y'all come holler at us on Twitch. I'm about to have Martel Music on Twitch real quick, and we're gonna be making some bread. And we're gonna start putting this on Twitch. We're gonna start putting the podcast chucking around on Twitch. So y'all look out for the
I'm
little
on
clips.
Twitch too.
Nigga, I just
Peace.
realized them glasses ain't real.
No.
You know what I do is I try. I'm trying not to put too many filters on there, but I'm trying to use like one filter per show. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna represent with the neon joints tonight. Yeah. Shout out to Chuck. Shout out to Blame. Blame is gonna be doing some things real soon, so y'all look out for that. And Chuck, we're gonna do some shit too. Goddamn, fuck it.
Already.
Moving on.
Blame, drop it.
Oh man, this was a pleasure. I think this was good dialogue tonight, man. I actually had fun, man, discussing, you know what I mean, the how thought processes, man. I'll probably be going by my homeboy car show Sunday. He got a little car show over here on the north side. I think Lil Kiki gonna be there. I might just go hang out on the 22nd. I'm supposed to be in Dallas.
Is Leroy at Main Street today?
Yeah, he usually there every Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. Got Dallas on the 22nd. The 24th, I'm in Fort Worth. The 29th, I'm in McAllen, Texas. And then the 30th of this month, I'm here in Spring. So we got a few little dates towards the end of the calendar, man. You know what I mean? Trying to keep a few bills paid. And we push slowly but surely, man, because this is definitely a marathon and not a sprint. You know what I mean? So, just got some projects in the work and just trying to stay, stay creative. That's where I'm at in my head space, man. And yes, that's where I'm at, man.
Already. Well, look, I got a couple of things going on. I got booked for a show on the 29th out in Sugar Land. And then also Shep called me yesterday, and
I gave him your number.
Yeah, he want me to come do his thing, so I'm gonna do his thing next month. I think it is on the 5th or something like that. So you know, I'm gonna do that and shit. You know, let the stuff just start trickling in. You know, like I said, I hadn't been in the game for a minute. I had put it down for this COVID shit, but you know, now that I'm, I feel a little bit safer by being vaccinated. I know you guys ain't down with that shit or whatever, but I feel a little safer going out there, and try to make me some bread doing that, man. So shout out to y'all, man, for coming back another Thursday, doing this show once again, man. Shout out to everybody that watched, all the YouTube people, all the people on Facebook, man, and we'll be back next week. Blame, drop that beat.
Just checking around.
Just checking around. Checking around. Just checking around.